What's going on, guys? King Raven here, coming at you with another video today. So today I'm going to do another tops video. I haven't done a tops video in a long time, so I'm really been excited to look doing this video because I've got some knives that are in this that I didn't have when I had my last tops video. So before we get into that, y'all, make sure you give me a like, leave a comment. At the end of the video, I'll put a little subscribe button and I'll link another video. Helps my channel when y'all hit that subscribe button and click the likes and leave comments. Follow me over on Instagram at Shield Arms. So, before we flip this camera around, let me tell you what we're going to do today. This tops video is my top, I would say, knives that I love to carry, the most basis that are in this, not small, and some are medium, some are not quite there. So that little SMedium and everything, that small medium to medium sized knife category, I have really been enjoying that category of knives and everything here lately, especially. I find them so useful, so easy to carry around the house, so easy to carry out and about. I just usually always have one of them on me, and these are usually, more than not, are the top ones that I'll have on me. So that's what this tops video, there's 6 knives here. It's not a top 5. It's just my top out of my personal collection in this small to medium category of, I think, perfect EDC size knives. So let's flip this camera around and get into it. Okay guys, so like I said, this is my top knives in my collection that are in that sort of like small to medium size range, verging more on the medium size, that SMedium and everything. I have really been gravitating towards this size knife a whole lot more lately. I still love my big knives. I've got a lot of them. I'll do a top large knife video here soon. But these are the top ones in my collection that are in this perfect EDC size, that medium size that I have really been loving. These are not in any particular order. There's 6 of them. And they range from budget up to a little bit more premium and everything. Nothing's outrageous on this list. So I will link all the ones that I can down below. So y'all check these out. I highly recommend it. But these are my tops in my collection for different reasons. It could be their usefulness, their fidget factor, their looks. Just whatever brings me joy about these knives is the criteria that makes it for this list. And these are my top out of my collection in this size range that I really love. So let's get this show kicked off, and let's kick it off with one of the new kids on the block in my collection. And this is the RIOT PL-XT. Now, I know this has been in a lot of YouTube videos here lately, and I've done a YouTube video on it myself. And it's been getting a lot of love and a lot of hate. And I happen to be in the love it category. I love this knife. One thing, it has this new pivot lock system that they've come out with. Well, that pivot lock is sort of like the center of the love and hate, because that makes this a thicker knife. Well, in my opinion, that thickness is a plus. I've got medium-sized hands, so I get a full finger grip on it just back here, not even including when I choke up like this. So I get a full comfortable grip, and that thickness just makes it so hand-feeling and such a good feeling in the hand. This Nitro V blade, classic drop point with a swedge, great fidget factor, awesome thumb studs. I just really, really like this knife, and I really like carrying it. So that's one of my top, the RIOT PL-XT. Well, I'll bring them all back towards the end. So let's go with the next one. This is one of my all-time favorite budget knives in my collection. I have its big brother in the budget category, which is the full-size Old Guard, but this is the Monterey Bay Knives Old Guard Mini. This is in G10 and 14C 28N steel. It's a liner lock with a deep carry pocket clip. These G10 scales, these things are contoured G10 scales on a budget knife. And it's running on phosphor bronze washers. But it is smooth, and it is just an outstanding design knife. I love this knife. This is a great work knife. This is a great EDC knife altogether. I get a full grip. I can choke up and get even more. I can choke back. It's just works so well in the hands, and it's such a good knife. And 14C 28N is good to go. So let's set that aside. Let's go with the next one. The next one and everything is my Knafs Lander. This Lander happens to be in 14C 28N. I know they have models in D2 as well. I prefer 14C over D2 personally. I just like the more balanced, the more corrosion resistance to 14C. This is the Lander 1, so this is the smaller. Now, with my medium-sized hands, I still get 4 full fingers on this knife. And I can choke up on this little spot right there. Good little jimping right there. Reversible pocket clip. These are original goat aluminum sonic milled textured scales. I love original goat scales. I've got several different ones. This came with my Carta, which was great. I did a video showing how easy it is to swap the scales on the Landers. You don't even have to touch the pivot. You just take out the body screws and the filler and clip and swap it over, so everything stays centered, everything stays just right on with the action. And this little classic drop point blade and the detent on this is outstanding. Great little EDC knife. That's the Knafs Lander in 14C 28N. Alright, next up, let's go with another Monterey Bay Knives. This is the Sleighback. This is one of the premium knives on this list. This is titanium with ZDP 189. I love ZDP 189. It's a shame that it is getting harder and harder to get and harder to get knives in ZDP 189. The edge retention on this thing is outstanding, and the slicing power of this sort of Sleighback design, man, it is incredible. Great full grip. You could sort of trigger pull right up here, but I always just grip it like this, or like this is very much more often. Liner lock on that titanium. It's just great action, very smooth milled pocket clip. Just the Sleighback is a great design. Now, if you're liking the design of it and you like the materials, but you don't like this size, you want it bigger, they have the XLS, which is the extra large Sleighback, and that would be your cup of tea. But for me, the Sleighback is where it's at. It is just a great knife. from Monterey Bay Knives. So that is that one. And now, one of my favorite knives in this size range and period in my collection is my Tempest Knives Microburst. This knife is outstanding. Okay, so we're looking at micarta handles, okay, and we are looking at 14C 28-inch steel. Sorry, I have a little KPL on there. A reversible deep carry wire pocket clip, a nice backspacer with the lanyard loop in it, liner lock in this micarta handles, and this knife is just so good. The detent, it's outstanding. I get a full finger grip here, and the ergos are great. Choke up even more so. Just a superb knife in hand. That tip and the blade shape, just awesome. I grabbed this knife so many times just to have it as my daily EDC knife. This is one of the ones that finds itself in my pocket, into my pocket the most. And everything is the Tempest Knives Microburst. It is just a outstanding knife. If he's completely sold out of them on his website and everything, I surely hope Tempest Knives does a second run of the Microburst, because I think this is one of the best knives in this size that is out there. All right, last but not least, last is the Divo Knives Premium Pony Stout. This is in titanium with S90V steel. This has a reversible deep carry pocket clip. It has this cool milling in the titanium to represent like bolsters. And of course it's got the deployment hole so you can reverse it. But this is a hollow ground, very thin edge S90V blade. I get a 4 full fingers back here. You got this choke up spot right here. So whether you're back here, you choke up like this, or you do the classic and everything pinch grip with the draw, man, this knife with that hollow grind and S90V is just outstanding. Besides the fidget factor, this is a very fidgety knife, just like the Microburst is a fidgety knife. This one is no exception. The Divo Premium Pony Stout. So we've got the Divo, we've got the Tempest Knives Microburst, we've got the Monterey Bay Knives Sleighback, we have the Knafs Lander 1, we have the Monterey Bay Knives Old Guard Mini, and then we have the RIOT PL-XT. These are my top medium size everyday carry knives that is in my collection. I highly recommend any of these. If you see one that you like, grab it. I don't think you'll regret it at all. So let's flip this camera around and wrap up today's video. Okay guys, so which one of these knives out of my personal collection that you like in this size range, that medium size range? Is it something like the RIOT, or do you like something more like the Divo Premium Pony Stout, or any of the ones in between? Let me know. Give me a like, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button, and check out this video. I think you might like it. Follow me over on Instagram at Shield Arms. Y'all be safe out there. I'm King Raven, and I'll catch you in the next video.